Is Stephen McKinley Henderson, and I had the great pleasure of receiving the Hal Prince Lifetime Achievement Award today.
Well, you so deserve it, and I personally think you deserve the Tony. I think your performance in Between Riverside and Crazy was one of the best things I've seen.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
In all the highlights of your career, what has been your favorite, and why?
Well, I've had an embarrassment of riches. Working with August Wilson was a great height. Playing the Dublin Theatre Festival in 1981 was fabulous. Meeting Muhammad Ali, directing a play about his life, and being at the Mermaid Theatre in London directing, that was a big high. And I just did a film with Alex Garland called Civil War, which is not about the past Civil War, but about what would have happened had January 6th.
Oh.
So that film it hasn't been released yet. That was.
Who do you play in it?
Louise, I don't want to talk about that. Well, I play a print journalist.
Okay.
And we're covering the war. We'd all been working in other countries as correspondents.
Oh, you've come back home for the war.
And.
That's not so funny, but it is.
No, but it's quite different. And but I've had so many fortunate experiences being a member of the Labyrinth Theater Company and working with Stephen Adly Girgis and having worked with Philip Seymour Hoffman. There's so many. It really is an embarrassment of riches.
Is there a role that you haven't gotten a chance to play that you would like to play?
Yeah, but I don't know who's writing it right now.
Ah, love that. Love that. Is there a playwright that you'd like to work with?
Quite a few, but Tony Kushner and Lynn Nottage.
Good choices.
Yeah, but see now, there are other playwrights that are going to say, oh, you didn't name me, because I love to work with Susan Lloyd Parks, too. And, we have a wonderful, wonderful array. I got to work with Lucas Knopf, on the Doll's House Part 2.
Right.
That was a joy. I'd work with him again in a minute.
Seriously, my vote for what I think should win and what I think will win is going up tonight for the Tonys, and I really think you should win.
God bless you. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. If I could go shopping on any set of a show, it would definitely be with Greg Barnes's costumes for Some Like It Hot. Have you ever thought of doing like a clothing line of your shows?
Years ago, I had an interview with Kleinfeld's to do bridal dresses based on Broadway designs, but nothing ever came of it. So no. The short answer is no.
I think Broadway has missed out. I mean, Fashion Week, your stuff is better than Fashion Week.
Well.
And I was shopping on that stage. There were so many things I wanted to buy.
You're sweet. Well, it's funny. I always say, especially when it's a period piece, I want the audience to feel like, oh, I wish we still dressed like that. Why do we, right? As opposed to weren't they quaint or weren't they? So that's a great compliment. Thank you.
And that red dress? Oh, hot as hell! I want that red dress. That red dress was hot.
Thank you.
But the shoes, the whole 9 yards. What period is your favorite period to design for?
Okay, I'm not just pandering, touch Some Like It Hot, but really the 1930s. It's the most elegant.
It is.
It can sit beautifully on a lot of different body types, and it's witty and elegant.
So really, you should be less busty.
You can be whatever you are.
Yeah, but not in 30s clothes.
I will.
Because if you're busty, they just look.
It's a little. It's kind of a boyish time.
Yeah.
Ideal body type, but still, I think I just love the 30s.
And what shows are you working on right now?
I'm working on Betty Boop.
Good.
And Hercules for Disney. So
a
couple of things coming up. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Newman.
And what did you just win for?
I was the co-sound designer on Into the Woods.
From Encores to Broadway, what did you do that was different?
Oh my God. Well, so many things, but I think the big one is at Encores you have a sound system to work with that's already there.
Right.
At the St. James we had to completely design everything that came in, and so that's starting from scratch is such a huge thing. So yeah, I think that was probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, because you were really given a lot of choices with Into the Woods. First of all, having the orchestra where it was, very different.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, especially for a musical that's so sort of classic like that, where the orchestrations are such a character, it's good having them on stage. It was actually really nice. It can be challenging sometimes, but it was actually really great on Into the Woods.
And what are you working on now?
Right now, I'm actually going to visit the tour in a couple weeks. Then I've got a show down in Alabama that I'm working on, and then this fall, hopefully a little project coming up that's waiting to be announced. So,
Cool. Well, we look forward to hearing that announcement.
well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jordan E. Cooper, and I am here to celebrate me and Emilio Sosa for winning for Ain't No Mo, wig design for Mia and costume design for Emilio.
What is your favorite period of time to costume for?
Oh, that's a great question. I love the future. The future, I love when costumes can be otherworldly. Like you can't get them at the mall, you can't go shopping for them, you have to build the piece. And we had a few of those in Ain't No Mo, so I'm very proud of that.
I tend to think that Broadway should do like fashion runways where you can buy off the Broadway stage.
Now, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be
Yes,
nice?
it
That would make a
would.
lot of money for Equity Fights AIDS for sure, too.
I can tell you one thing, I'd be buying.
Yeah, right?
Instead of
Literally.
the department store.
That part.
What are you working on now?
Now I'm working on a new play, and then I'm also, once the strike is over, supposed to be going into season 4 of my show, the Miss Pat Show, on BET Plus. But hopefully we get what we want as writers, so that way we can keep the train going. You know,
Hey, WGA Strong.
that's it. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.